Everyone stand. Stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Chris Louder, Superintendent of Cabarrus County Schools, and on behalf of the Cabarrus County Board of Education and the Cabarrus County Schools Administration, I would like to welcome you to today's graduation ceremony as we celebrate and recognize the class of 2019. Each year around this time, I start thinking about graduation and what I'm going to say for my remarks. My major challenge is how to get a group of 17 to 18-year-olds who are nervous and uncomfortable to listen to a 50-year-old man in a dress speak for a few minutes and hopefully remember a line or two. The people around me know I'm constantly searching for the right topic. And this year, I spoke to our principals at a principals meeting, and when I was finished, one of the principals came up and said, "I think you just got your idea for your graduation speech." And after thinking about it, I decided they were right. What I spoke to the principals about that day was new beginnings and how they affect people in different ways. I talked to them about a song that has always made me think. The song is called Closing Time by a band called Semisonic that was released about 20 years ago. The song takes the idea of the end of a night and the closing of a nightclub and makes it a much deeper idea about life. The line that captured my attention the first time I heard it is the line that is repeated throughout the song. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Let me say that one more time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. What I think the song does so well is to explore how it is exactly these beginnings and endings that make life so interesting and worth living, and how they mean different things to different people when they occur. The reason I think it's such a great song for graduation is here you are at the end of your high school career, at the end of 13 years of education that began when you walked into that kindergarten class in 2006, and at the end of a somewhat pre-scheduled life that's guided you for a long time. For some of you, the end is scary because it will be very different, and for others of you, the end is very thrilling because it will be so different. At the same time you're having these endings, you're also having many new beginnings. You'll begin to manage your finances, begin college, begin to be a member of the workforce, and begin to be an overall independent member of society. For all of you, today's end is a new beginning as you walk out of this arena as high school graduates and you begin your life as newly independent adults. You see, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. As you walk out of here with all of your hope and possibility and new beginnings, I hope you realize that for many of your parents and relatives, it is a very scary time. Their lives are also going to change as many of you will move out and their homes will be different. Your enthusiasm for your new life and new beginnings can be very scary to your parents. They are scared that the baby that they brought home from the hospital with that little tiny wristband is now an adult and is walking out into the great big world, that they won't be able to hold your hand the way they did when your tiny hand grabbed their fingers as a baby, or when you nervously grabbed their hands as you walked into kindergarten for the first time. They want you to be successful adults, but you should be sensitive that your new beginning is coming at one of their toughest ends. You see, they know that some of your new beginnings are going to be great, and others are not going to be as good as you thought. You're probably going to discover that living independently costs a lot more than you thought. And sometimes it was actually nice for someone to tell you what to do because you just didn't have to think about it. Freedom comes with a lot of responsibility, and some adults reminisce about the days that they didn't have to think. They just got up and went to school. Your parents wish they could protect you from these decisions and from the world. They wish they could just hold your hand and everything would be okay. But you and they, deep down, know that they have to let you go and start all of your new beginnings, because every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. And so class of 2019 is closing time. And as the song says, it's time to open all the doors and let you out into the world. As you walk through those doors, know that we all love you and we're very proud of you. We can't wait to see all the things you can do, and we can't wait to celebrate you and all of your new beginnings. As you walk out on that journey that will be filled with some beginnings and some endings, never forget that your loved ones are right there to hold your hand if you need them, and that every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
Good afternoon. Welcome, friends, family, and faculty to the commencement ceremony for the Hickory Ridge High School class of 2019. My name is Kelsey Imbler, and as student body president, I would like to thank you all for being here. Most importantly, welcome to my fellow graduating classmates. Today is your day, so keep that in mind when you're choosing where to eat afterwards. You deserve it. For the past 13 years, we have worked, studied, laughed, and cried alongside one another to earn this very moment. And after this, it is up to us as to what we do in life, because believe it or not, until now, we have had our hands held, guiding us along the way. Our teachers have gifted us with a piece of their lives, whether it be in their knowledge, time, or life lessons that will resonate with us wherever we go. Thanks, Mr. Cloud. Our counselors have put up with our frustrating requests and redundant questions in hopes to give us access to as many opportunities as possible. Our faculty has worked tirelessly to provide us with a caring and safe learning environment to assist us in our final years before adulthood. And to our families, the ones that made us who we are today. Thanks to the dads who truly believe that we can do and be anything, even after countless times of us proving them wrong. Thanks to the crying moms right now. Let your tears only be of pride and joy. For your thankless years of raising us has meant more than any of us could ever express. Thanks to the siblings for letting today be about us for once. You still have to wait until we move out to take our rooms, though. Finally, thank you to the class of 2019, who made the bad times bearable and the good times unforgettable. In light of recent events that occurred on the campus of UNC Charlotte, I want us to take a moment to remember those who were impacted by such a tragedy, and I hope that their lives and their value will never be forgotten. Students say, you never think it will happen to you until it does. It's such an interesting thing to see the way people react in times of devastation. Some try to ignore the bad in the world, some try to enact change. But what I cannot be more proud of is the way our community surrounded each other with compassion and support. What an awful thing that so many have suffered through. But what stands tall is how we are all UNC Charlotte strong. We are Charlotte strong, and we are Hickory Ridge strong. And what no one can ever take away is our power. This power is instilled in each and every one of us, and with the opportunity that we are given now to go out and make lives for ourselves, I can only hope that we do not forget the capacity that we hold. We have the ability to unite and create a world that we want future bulls to see. So let us go out, explore, excite, and pursue every chance to represent how we are Hickory Ridge strong. Congratulations, class of 2019, and go Bulls.
Good afternoon, seniors, faculty, staff, family, friends, and welcome to the commencement of Hickory Ridge High School's class of 2019. My name is Wesley Barnes, senior class president of Hickory Ridge High School, and today I have been granted the opportunity to introduce the distinguished guests for today's graduation and to share a few words. The distinguished guests are Dr. Chris Louder, Superintendent, Lynn Reimer, Deputy Superintendent of School Operations, Dr. Crystal Hill, Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction, Glenda Jones, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Kelly Klutz, Chief Financial Officer, Cindy Furtenbaugh, Board of Education Chair, Rob Walter, Board of Education Vice Chair, Laura Blackwell, Board of Education, Carolyn Carpenter, Board of Education, Holly Grimsley, Board of Education, David Harrison, Board of Education, and Barry Shoemaker, Board of Education. (1,754). The number of days that have passed since we first stepped foot into the doors of Hickory Ridge High School. Traditionally, this would be the time where I would reminisce on the past 4 years that we've all spent together. However, that won't be the case today. Because that day, 1,754 days ago, much like today, was the last time that we were all truly equal. The last time we were all on the same playing field, with the same opportunities and the same chance to make a good first impression, with the only thing separating the extraordinary from the ordinary being our own ambition. Ever since that day, high school was what you made of it. For some of us, it was simple, and for others, difficult. Although, after delving into the unknown as freshmen with hopefulness that was larger than our bodies, the past 4 years that we all uniquely experienced brought us here today, as equals once more. Right now, we're all the same. The same caps, the same gowns, the same diplomas. And while we may all have different dreams and aspirations, we are all the same in that we no longer have the sky as our limit. It is only the beginning. With our boundless potential, we have the whole galaxy to look forward to. And with the constellations and stars seemingly aligning for us, it is easy to sit here today and simply state that you'll do great things. It's easy to get stuck reliving the high that you'll feel today, long after you've left this arena. So much like our first day of freshman year, our futures are in our hands. We have no right to assume otherwise. And with our futures in our hands, we must work in order to forge the road ahead and to create the next chapters within our stories. But none of what's to come would be possible without our friends, families, teachers, or coaches to help guide us to this next step within our lives. Look around, my friends. Without their unconditional love, without their tireless efforts, without their tears, and without their sacrifices, who knows if we'd all be here today, ready to jump into the next chapter within our lives. With that being said, I prompt you to do one thing. When you venture onto your next journey, when you look to redefine your preconceived limitations, when you turn your tassels from the right to the left, do it without turning your back on the ones that help guide you to where you are right now. Because going forward, they will continue to be the ones that matter the most. Thank you.
To the class of 2019, may the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and the rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may the God that loves us all hold you in the palm of his hand. The Irish blessing.
To
Graduates, friends, families, guests, and esteemed faculty. This is the day we've all been waiting for. We're graduating. Everybody in this room has contributed to each of these diplomas, one way or another. For the students, it may have been through endless hours of studying, typing papers, taking tests, writing reports, or simply just trying to stay awake during third period, which, believe me, after lunch, it's not as easy as it may seem. For friends and family, it may have been through driving us to school when we missed the bus freshman year, helping us grammar check our projects, or simply just giving us words of wisdom, like telling us there is, in fact, a pool on the roof. Faculty, well, you guys most definitely had your hands full teaching us these past 4 years. That in itself deserves an award. No matter how we got here, no matter how much we had to work to get to this day, June 14th, 2019, we made it. We have earned our high school diplomas. We are graduating from Hickory Ridge High School to start a new chapter in our lives. A wise teacher of mine once said that life only gets harder from here. And he's right. We're not just graduating from high school. We're graduating from the lives we've all ever known. We're about to have new schedules, new surroundings, and new friends. We're going to be faced with challenges we've never even had to consider living at home in high school life. But we've all worked too hard to let these changes hold us up. So, I ask each and every one of you to do one thing right now, in this moment. Commit to your journey. In saying this, I mean two things. One, we must take charge of our own destinies. We are all heading our separate ways and have many beautiful, diverse futures beckoning at our shoes. We've worked this hard to open up these opportunities for ourselves. Now we must step into them faithfully and allow the unknown to envelop us and to take us to the next checkpoint in our trip through life. Our futures will be intimidating, full of lots of ups and downs we must learn to navigate through. But life is a balance. With every closed door, there's an even bigger door waiting for us to open. We will lose friends, but then we will befriend new ones. We will make mistakes at first, but then we will figure things out. We will fail before we succeed. Only obstacles we are capable of handling are placed in front of us. And the way we deal with these hardships is what shapes us as people. So, take action in your futures. Graduation is just the start of our careers, and we have been given so many opportunities in high school to waste even one of them. 2, we must also commit to the journey, not just the outcome of it. Setting goals is one of the most important things we can do to guide ourselves through our lives after high school. However, we should not feel the need to be dictated by some of these notions, because at any point, we may be destined to deviate from the paths we've laid out for ourselves. Life is full of surprises, and sometimes things just don't go as planned. But by going about our lives, embracing each and every setback and breakthrough, we can build a path personal to us and experience what living is really like. We must look at each new day given to us as a chance to succeed, or at least a chance to learn something trying. Let's be eager to explore our futures and not hold back in fear of messing up our plans. We will regret it if we don't. Hickory Ridge, class of 2019, we've made it. But turning our tassels and throwing up our caps marks only the beginnings of our careers. We must be ready to welcome change, work hard, and focus on bettering ourselves. After we walk away from the Cabarrus Arena today, we no longer leave the responsibility of our success on our parents' or our teachers' shoulders. It's all on us, and nobody will ever care about us more than ourselves. So, let's show the world what it means to be a bull. Let's commit to our journeys together. Let's put our own selves at the forefronts of our lives. Let's embrace the goods, the bads, the strengths, the weaknesses, the successes, the failures, and everything in between. Let's take chances, meet new people, and immerse ourselves in adulthood. Let's take this day as the first step towards our careers, and live the rest of our lives committing to improving ourselves and the world we live in. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Sean Poole, principal of Hickory Ridge High School, and I welcome you to the class of 2019 graduation ceremony. Hickory Ridge High School class of 2019, seniors. It has been an honor and a privilege serving as your principal this academic year. I thank you for your support, school spirit, and leadership as I completed my second year as your principal. Hickory Ridge High School's class of 2019 has demonstrated a propensity to succeed on the largest of stages. Be it in the classroom, on the competition surface, on a stage, or in the community, this senior class has displayed their talents, passions, skills, accomplishments, and achievements to their fullest extent. Some of you would say that we have assisted you. However, I would argue that you have taught us more about service, compassion, commitment, and character than we could have hoped to teach you. For that, I am thankful to have gotten to know and grow with you. Class of 2019, you have made a significant impact on Hickory Ridge High School, and now we are eager to see the trail you will blaze while chasing your dreams. At this time, it is my honor and privilege to recognize the achievements of our graduating class. Many of these achievements are recognized through cords or stoles and are noted in the program. As I state the achievement that you have earned, seniors, please stand to be recognized and remain standing. Summa cum laude. Magna cum laude. Cum laude. In addition, if you have received an academic scholarship, athletic scholarship, performing arts scholarship, or have committed to one of the branches of the United States Armed Forces, would you please stand at this time? Ladies and gentlemen, today, standing before you are students who have accumulated over $8.4 million in scholarship offers and academics and excellence in academic achievement. This is nothing short of amazing from the senior class. At this time, may I have all seniors stand and be recognized. I have asked all seniors to stand at this time because each senior has played his or her part in the overall success of this graduating class by pushing his or her classmates academically, athletically, and through the performing arts on a daily basis. Join me in giving the senior class a round of applause. Seniors, you may be seated. We respectfully request everyone hold their applause for the graduates until the entire class, senior class, has been recognized. This is an effort to ensure that every name is clearly heard by all who are in attendance for this memorable moment. We will now begin the presentation of diplomas.
Matthew Robert Harward. Skylar Paige Ardema. Skylar Nicole Abernathy. Harrison Stephen Adams. Braden Thomas Adcock. Julia Merrick Albers. Ashlyn Ray Allen. Madeline Grace Anthony. Xavier Alexander Gonzalez Antonucci. Spencer Frederick Appel. Catherine Mackenzie Arden. Jordan Dion Ardrey. Nino Angelo Noel Boyozos Acebal. Bianca Georgiana Avram. Musa Asfar. Darnell Farico Badger. Michael Solomon Bagnasco. Isabella Christina Baird. Wesley Andrew Barnes. Krista Rose Barsanti. Kushi Bassignat. Clinton Eugene Bell III. Devin Patrick Bell. Hunter Dally Bennett. Jessica Arlene Benson. Jared Robert Berger. Gabrielle Elizabeth Bernstein. Cleve Edward Bethia III. Zachary Ryan Bingler. Jacob Alexander Bishop. Tony Benford Black Jr. Anthony Lamont Blackman Jr. Ian Michael Bliss. Emma Rebecca Boger. Tegan Michelle Bordeaux. Kristen Renee Boykin. Landon Bruton. Aubrey Faith Brigman. Lauren Elizabeth Brown. Jackson Bo Bruner. Tyra Ashka Busereth. Jacob Duncan Bulanda. Cameron Davis Burnett. Carly Ryan Burnett. Abigail Huntley Burris. Jaden Christopher Calhoun. Avery Maya Calkins. Hannah Grace Campany. Nicholas James Campany. Kennedy Caden Campbell. Sydney Milan Kennedy. Daniel Edward Thomas Carpenter. Madison Rebecca Caruso. Janea Nakir Cathcart. Max Josiah Cathcart. Haley Nicole Cato. Haley Lee Sarrow. Ryan Matthew Chandler. Shale Nikolai Chappell. Benjamin Jacob Chapman. Stephanie Chavez Martinez. James Riley Chavis. Landon Christopher Chestnut. Cameron James Christian. Madison Shea Christie. Jamie Lee Cipriani. Jenna Elizabeth Serino. Rachel Erin Clancy. Taylor Elizabeth Clark. Kayla Trinice Clark. Natalie Connor Clark. Ryan Thomas Clement. Jason Tyler Clift. Ryan Walter Comley. Sally W. Harris Conway. Chloe Jade Cordell. Kaylin Lanique Crawford. Logan Michael Cruz. Emily Samantha Coulard. Tyler Joseph Coulard. Sydney Nicole Cummings. Diamond Erica Currents. Latifa Curry. Victoria Elizabeth Sear. Anthony Joseph D'Abramo, Mark Anthony Daddio, Zania Sana Daniel, Chloe Elizabeth Davidson, Abigail Nicole Davis, Jonathan DeJesus Jr., Justin Isaiah Deli, Alyssa Lee DiMoretta Braza, Nolan Daniel DeVos, Eden Taylor DiGirolamo, Sarah Lynn DiVincenzo, Tavion Asuko Farrow Douglas, Joshua Isaiah Dowdall, Skylar Lene Duga Hill, Aaron James Dunn, Lily Catalina Edwards, Sarah Lynn Edwards, Sarah Morgan Ehlers, Carlos Ociel Elias Govia, Dylan Patrick Ellis, Laura Nazi Elmalek, Kelsey Grace Imbler, Tadre Ince, Brooklyn Noel Ennis, Lindsay Nicole Enright, Kaya Simone Easel, Angie Marie Faccinetti, Devin Armando Faccinetti, Brian Scott Faust Jr., Molly Beth Feldman, Elizabeth Teresa Fife, Sierra Elizabeth Figurado, Jeremy Michael Fink Jr., Caitlin Marie Flanagan, Elizabeth K. Den Fletcher, Thais Florencio Bezerra Liete, Mikel Ruben Foreman Andrade, David Mikhail Francis, Angela Marie Franzino, Emma Claire Fudala, Laura Carolina Fuentes, Kaylee Ann Fulford, Michael Cheyenne Fulton, Nia Marie Gaither, Ethan Jeffrey Gald, Yuritsa Abigail Galvez, Rachel Shea Garman, Megan Lee Garrison, Sade Kayla Gale, Anaya Nashe Giles, Jalen Aubrey Gilliam, Caroline Grace Gillison, Laura Elizabeth Glenn, Allie Taylor Glosson, Alicia Noelani Grant, Alexander Valeri Gerzelli Cervelli, Brooklyn Danielle Green, Olivia Danielle Green, Alexa Morgan Gray, Mayana Linnea Griffith, Juanita Carolina Grillo Gonzalez, Riley O'Rourke Guilfoyle, Benjamin Jarrell Ginyard, Reagan Leanne Guyen, Muriel Guzman Reyes, Kevin Jagade Harmon, Jake William Hagman, Noel Ariae Hall, Christopher Liam Holling, Hannah Summer Hampel, Jackson Dean Hardister, Martha Brooke Harris, Gabrielle Nalani Hector, Mariah Ann Hefner, Anna Catherine Henderson, Corey Nicole Henderson, Jacob Wyatt Henderson, Kai Edward Henry, Braden Michael Hill, Donovan Jacob Hilton, Paisley Lynn Hojanacki, Zachary Tyler Honeycutt, Jordan Austin Horn, James Alexander Hornberg, Kendall Faith Huper, Sanea Trinae Jackson, Reese Madison Jaco, Alexander Lee Jacobs, Memphis Cole Gendron, Sarah Elizabeth Jarrett, Kaylin Oriana Jefferson, Kimberly Janelle Jenkins, Cameron Lee Jennings, John William Jensen, London Tyler Johnson, Travis Clay Johnson, Eden Rain Jones, Hannah Elizabeth Jones, Sally Diane Jones, Ankit Singh Karki, Haley Madison Katz, Abby Ray Kennedy, Sana Khan, Jenna Rose Kiefreiter, Kayla Mackenzie Kiltz, Jameer Donovan Kimball, Lauren Ashley King, Taylor Vivian King, Trajan Matthew King, Wesley Jacob Kinloch, Jason Mitchell Kite, Alexander Lee Niffen, Raven Bell Kresge, Vishnu V. Kumar, Wade Lansing Kunselman, Emmanuel Shermar Lavan, Nicholas Stephen Lagarde, Kendall Hope Lakey, Kayla Grace Lambert, Abigail Rose Lantos, Anna Mercedes Larazabal, Taylor Catherine Lotz, Austin Nathaniel Lawrence, Brody Darren Lane, Xavier Marquis Lear, Casey Marie LeBlanc, Raphael David Leon, Grayson Patrick Lewis, David Harrison Lindemann, Kelsey Ryan Linker, Janelle Laura Liotti, Caitlin Nicole Lippert, Amber Marie Lloyd, Damon Charles Lockett, Kristen Rose Lockwood, Ashley Anna Loeb, Lauren Kylie Laffler, Jonathan Patrick Long, Alexis Lee Longinetti, Alexander James Looney, Jordan Neal Looper, Keely Mackenzie Louder, Kaylin Nicole McDonald, Todd Robert Maller, Logan James Maletta, Christiana Michelle Mann, Derek Xavier Marcano Ortiz, Jermaine Jonte Marsh, Marino Mart, Savannah Sarah Martin, Pierre Martinez Gutierrez, Christopher Peter Massey, Lindsay Diane Mathis, Amari DeVay Madison, Kiana Elamay Mays, Jasmine Cassandra McAlpin, Justin Keith McDufford, Dylan Michael McKinney, Jalen Eric McMillan, Jacqueline Melendez Fausto, Ethan Shea Melton, Joseph Michael Melton, Alessandro Paolo Mili, Kayla Nicole Mikula, Mackenzie Alexandra Minchin, Gia Shalise Mingo, Jordan Hemley Minland, Grant Sloan Minor, Jack David Mitchell, Haritha Mohan, John Robert Moore, Joseph Jalen Maquette, Zachary Claude Morin, Shelby Leigh Moss, Rebecca Allison Mull, Margaret Jane Mullen, Kristen Nicole Munn, Alexandra Celia Munoz, Jenna Rose Murray, Russell McCullen Murray, Swetha Natarajan, Sarah Elizabeth Naughton, Montserrat Navarrete Garibo, Jogu Durago, Sailor Lane Nicholson, Jordan Wayne Nixon, Stephen Shamar Norman, Christopher Michael Nugent, Tanner Evans Nussbaum, Abdul Ghani Chalky Obaid, Elsaya Imad Obaid, Kevin Michael Ojanet, Katrina Scarlett Orafici, James Gunter Otto, Zachary Foster Owens, Elias Javon Owensby, Philip Jacoby Packer, William Junsu Pak, Akila Teresa Parham, Ava Ray Parker, Ella Rose Parker, Palayo Parando Sanchez Ulloa, Priya Girish Patel, Demonte Alexander Patterson, Savannah Madison Patton, Tyler Andrew Pearson, Elizabeth Mary Peck, David Zion Troy, Peel, Alex Lamar Peoples, Sebastian Pina, Nikhil Rajesh Pinderkar, Noah Alexander Phelps, Garen Joshua Phillips, Jaron Kent Plummer, Taylor Kristen Petit, Supran Powdell, Valentina Jolie Powell, Matthew James Powers, Logan Kyler Prince, Calvin Nelson Purnell, Dana Lee Rakovich, Devendra Ramnarine, Caitlin Michelle Rotka, Alexis Mackenzie Ratliff, Braylon Trayvon Ratliff, Erica Nicole Ray, Ryan Thomas Wrench, Martin Rickart IV, Diana Caitlin Rice, Kelby Preston Rice, Marlenis Christine Rodas, Lillian Grace Vogel Rowland, Isabella Elsa Roos, Samuel Earl Ross, Travion De Leon Lynn Ross, Lauren Joy Ruggiero, William Vandale Rushing Medland, Kylie Alex Rushan, Marshall Alexander Sabo, Nadir Harun Sait, Caroline Marie Salisbury, Sarish Kandasamy Saravanamuthu, Zaid Hadi Sayes, Caitlin Maria Schmidt, Emma Louise Schreck, Holly Bryn Schwab, Sarah Elizabeth Shasha, The Beauty Segal, Grayson Paul Selvey, Matthias Miguel Sina, Brandon Theodore Seaver, Lorraine Deja Lachey Shelton, Shelby Renee Schiller, Dylan Antonio Silva, Ashton Michael Simpson, Malachi Deshawn Simpson, Cameron Javon Sims, Malaya Ami Singleton, Brandon Xavier Cisnet, Spencer Davidson Skyberg, Daniel Thomas Smith, Jenna Mackenzie Smith, Olivia Ray Snyder, Aiden Beneje Manao Akami Solomon, Elizardo H. Sosa Rodriguez, Alexis Taylor Sowards, Taj Alexander Spain, Colby Staten Williams, Dana Nicole Stewart, Takosia Chambray Stewart, Jonathan Robert Steitler, McKenna Renee Stovall, Scott Manuel Strilka, Kira Nicole Struther, Ashley Marie Swart, Rachel Lee Sweetser, Rabea Tahir, Lauren Page Talley, Aaliyah Janae Tate, Grady Tate, Kayvon Anthony Tavernier, Bryson Thomas Taylor, Kelly Elizabeth Teague, Dogmawi Gadeb Tana, Javier Andre Teresa, Stuart Guy Thigpen, Isaiah Thompson, Lyric Manae Thompson, Marshall Vincent Tilley, Chase Brandon Tipton, Allison Tadero, Jordan Ashley Torres, Paula Cecilia Torres, Imad Ali Towns, Benjamin Olson Traweek, Michelle Trin, Michael Evan Trout, Lauren Ashley Tucker, Cameron John Toomey, Jenny Lee Turgeon, Rachel Michelle Umbach, Jose Guillermo Vargas Reyes, Shane Wilson Victory, Martin Vivero, Cassidy Michaela Vosica, Kendall Elise Wan, Cannon David Warner, Mayel Danae Washington, Tony Ann Washington, Zaria Noel Washington, Andrew Martin Waters, Jack Edward Waters, Adam Benjamin Watts, Mitchell Reed Watts, Carolyn Grace Yungkong Weatherford, Anthony Edmund Wise, Micaiah Nicole Welch, Brandon Tyler White, Kaylin Daniel Whitley, Brooke Alexandra Widmar, Elisa Danielle Wiggins, Deasia Ashana Wilder, Kiamonte Antonio Wiley, Kalina Nicole Wilkins, Jordan Caleb Wilford, Charity Raylan Williams, Diamani Montreal Williams, Garrett Alexander Williams, Jared Christopher Frank Williams, Jonathan Salvador Williams, Garrett Major Windham, Taylor Ann Wilatica, Rebecca Taylor Woods, Lauren Nicole Workman, Righteous O'Neill Worthy Jr., Twyla Fanea Worthy, Alasia Janaya Wright, Alyssa Rojana Wu, Jacqueline Taylor Yates, Daniel Paul Zambudo, Olex David Zeiner.
In closing, I would like to share a quote by American author Mark Twain, which fits this graduating class. Follow your dreams. It was Mr. Twain who once said, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. Would the members of the class of 2019 stand to be recognized? In recognition of your successful completion of all the requirements for a high school diploma as established by the Cabarrus County Board of Education and the state of North Carolina, and upon confirmation of this fact by the faculty of Hickory Ridge High School, please turn your tassels from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2019.